Just a little update on the wee Honda 90. I thought I'd show you what I'm at today. I took a very dirty and oily engine. I've been doing a lot of cleaning on it, and as you can see, it's coming up quite nice. I'm not going to polish these casings just as good because you're not going to see them anyway, and it's a lot of work. So basically what I've been doing is I've been going through the grades of paper. You can see it's starting to come to a shine now. You can nearly see my finger in it. I've went from 240 grit through to 380 grit, then 400. I'm now on 800, and I'll work it all the way up to 2000, maybe jumping in twos. And by that stage, it should be quite close to being mirror finish. So I will then take, I have some cutting compounds, and I'll use them on it, and I'll shine it up that way, and then I'll put a final coat of sort of wax, or sorry, metal polish on it, and it should be like a mirror finish, hopefully. So there you go, that's what's going on with the 90. That's what we're doing. So I finished up to 2000 grit paper, and then the secret is to get cutting compound. It won't come up like a mirror finish unless you get a rough cutting compound and then run it with a smooth one, and then use a bit of metal polish. But this is the results, guys. That's looking a lot better than it was, and I just cleaned the rest of it up with a wire brush. You know, horn's a bit rusty, but the rest turned out good, so I'm pretty happy with that. I only really needed to get the pieces that are going to be seen right, you know, so I mean, it's just too much work to put in to do the whole thing. So there, it's all cleaned up. As you can see, there's some of the seals gone. I think it might be the one where the drive sprocket is, or maybe it's them all. You can see a little bit of oil coming out underneath the selector here, so that seal's probably gone. And the kickstart was a bit dodgy looking earlier, but I cleaned it up, so they'll probably need to be done. But that's it, guys. Much better looking than it was. So here's the thing. When you first try to do this, it can be a little bit daunting, because you start sanding it with a really rough grit paper, and you can see the scratching you're putting into it, and you're saying to yourself, hell, have I just destroyed this piece? I mean, is it ever going to get back to the way it should be? And if you persevere, yes, it will. I'm using 120 grit, and the reason for that is there's an awful lot of heavy pitting and scoring in this, and I want to get as much out as I can, so I had to go down to a very rough grit to get rid of a lot of this. Now you can see that I'll have to sand for quite a while to get that out of that. And the thing is, if you don't get it out now at the 120 grit or wherever you start, you're not going to get it out when you go up into the grades, because all they're doing then is smoothing the scratches out. They're not taking the muck and dirt and stuff out of it. So if you want to do this right, you have to be prepared to put in the work. And if you're afraid of a little bit of hard work, it's probably not for you, because it takes quite a while to do this, and a lot of sanding with the hands. So if you're going to do it, you have to commit to it from the start to the finish. Otherwise, you're better off just painting it, which is what somebody has done to this, and it's making my life hell because I have to remove the paint now by hand. So that's how it's going for now. This is the chain cover, so we'll see how it works out now in a little while. Well, it's a wonderful sunny day here in Ireland, and I took advantage of it to work on the little Honda 90 engine today, and I finished off polishing the casings, as you can see. You can just about see me there. So I did clean this off, but it was a bit dirty looking, so I just just get a little bit of chrome paint over the top, just to make it look a little bit better. And you can see it's turned out quite nice. Now I left the front of it original. This is all original, just cleaned with a wire brush just. And I've stuck a little bit of heat resistant paint on that because it was very rusty looking, just to clean it up. And there's the other casing, as you can see. So then when I got all this done, I decided that the footrests were letting it down a little bit, so I decided to pull them off and throw a lick of paint on them. So I did that. I didn't do a brilliant job. I didn't go primering them and all that stuff. I just wanted to tidy them up a bit. Not my bike, so to me, putting in that amount of work when it's not for yourself is, well, it's just not my thing. I couldn't see the point to it. So there you go, that's the engine finished off, ready to go into the bag. Now I just have to continue on with the frame and that, and get the paint done. And I might clean up the wheels a little bit, kind of the same way as I've done this. We'll see what happens. The rims are pretty good. They're very shiny and good, so all I have to do is stick a bit of this paint over the hubs, maybe spokes, and it'll look $1 million. Alright guys, see you later. So this is a piece of the 90. You can see that it was chrome plated and it's got very rusty. Unfortunately, when chrome rusts, there's not a lot you can do with it. The only thing you can do is clean it up as best you can, and I find that a Brillo pad is quite a good idea for this. I mean, you can see how clean this is. Now that pitting's never going to go away. That's just unfortunate. It's gone. But, you know, from far away, that'll look alright, like. So this is how bad this piece is. I was messing with the Brillo pad here, you can see. But I'll show you now in a wee minute when I've been at it with the Brillo pad for a bit. For those of you who don't know what a Brillo pad is, this is one. It's like a wire wool with a kind of a soap in it. They're little pads you can get. And you just rub really hard with it, and I'll show you now in a second the result. So that's the same piece. After getting at it with a Brillo pad, you can see that it took the rust off and brought it down to as small as it could get it. The pits are still there. It does improve the looks, but it'll never fix it. It will rust again. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's it with chrome. Might have to put a bit of metal polish on it. I might get a wire wheel, not wire wheel, sorry, brass wheel in at these little bits here. See if we can clean them up a bit. The bottom of it's pretty bad, so we'll just have to get at that with a brush or something. That's it. So after messing with the Brillo pad a while, and the wire wheel, or not the wire wheel, brass wheel on the drill, I managed to clean it up a fair bit. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. You can see the inside there, what I've done with the wheel. Little bits just missed there that I can't get at. But it's not going to be seen underneath anyway, so it's not going to annoy me. So then, once you've done that, get a little bit of this stuff here, or Autosol, if you've ever heard of that, and give it a bit of a shake and rub a little bit onto it. It's like a metal polish, so any metal polish will do. So try this and then I'll show you how it turns out. So this is the result. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it's a big improvement. You're always going to see that pitting, but from far away it don't look too bad. There really is only one fix for chrome when it goes like this, and that's that you can send it away and you can get it redone. I don't know if there's any companies left in Ireland that does it anymore, but I know in England there's bound to be 1 or 2 companies that you can send your pieces away to and they'll get re-chromed, come back like brand new, as long as they're not too far gone. So there you are, there's the results anyway. I think I can live with that. And if you look at it from far away, don't look too bad. So there you go.